Hey, it's Paul with RackOutfitters.com, here to show you the Yakima HoldUp EVO. And here we have it installed on this vehicle that has a 2-inch receiver hitch. The 2-inch receiver hitch model is designed to carry 2 bikes, and there is a 2-bike add-on giving it 4-bike carrying capability. It's also available in an 1.25" version, and that would be a 2-bike maximum. This bike is a heavy-duty construction. You can carry the bikes weighing up to 50 pounds each. And it is a platform rack with a hook-on wheel, so it works with the widest possible range of bicycle shapes and sizes, just not bicycles that have front fenders or extra long wheelbases, but covers a really wide range of different bike styles. So I'll go over some of the key features. Currently here we have it in the fully deployed position. Let's go ahead and put it in the stowed position, remove it from the vehicle, and go over some of the details about how it holds onto the vehicle. So first, to stow it, we bring these arms down into this low position, bring in these wheel cradles. It actually, in this form factor, is one of the most compact platform racks that you can get. So it has an easy method of bringing the rack to the stowed position with a lever right here that you pull towards you, and then bring it up, and now it's in that stowed position. So I'll go ahead and remove it from the receiver hitch. Okay, and here I can show you how it's actually being held into the receiver hitch. So you'll notice you have this silver wedge, and that wedge tightens into the corner of the receiver, giving it a very effective anti-wobble both vertically and horizontally. There's also this pin that is inserted into the side, ensuring that you have it positioned at the correct depth inside of the hitch. So when you're installing these racks, whether it's this rack or just about any other, it's best to have it in this right angle stowed position. It's easier to manage and you don't have to bend over the rack to load it. And then I'm going to guide the stinger of the rack to the bottom ledge of the hitch and then bring it to a horizontal position, and then it'll begin to slide in forward. Next, I'm going to take this pin and insert it into the hole in the side of the hitch. And as I do that, I'll bring it forward until it finds the hole in the side of the stinger of the rack. So there, now we're ensured that it's at the proper depth. And here at this end of the rack we have the red knob, and this knob allows us to tighten that silver wedge into the receiver. As you do that, it's a good idea to give it a little rocking motion. That way that wedge can kind of get nested into the corner of the hitch, and that way you get that very effective anti-wobble. So now with it tight, it's very solidly connected into the hitch. Now here you also have a security measure, which is an included lock cylinder and key, and with it locked you have an effective theft deterrent, because this knob will simply turn and doesn't actually engage the rod that loosens it from the hitch. Okay, so in this position you also see this lever that extends out. This enables you to bring the rack down to the carrying position with just one hand and one foot, so that way if you're holding onto a bike you don't have to let go. And so you can just bring that down and then it automatically clicks into that carrying position. Also, you have that lever on top allows you to bring it down into this access position as well. So you can open up the rear hatch without it contacting the bike in most cases. Bring it back into the carrying, I just lift, engages into that position. Now we'll go ahead and load a bike in this inside position. I'll bring this wheel hoop forward, bring the ratcheting hold down arm forward, make sure that this rear wheel pivot cradle is ready to accept the tire. There's a place here to put the ratcheting strap so it's out of your way. So this rack can accommodate a really wide range of bikes, shapes and sizes, as well as tire shapes and sizes, including a big fat tire bike as you see here. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate that and get the hook up. You want it fairly close to your front fork without it touching. Get good contact and push down hard on that hook to make sure it grips tightly. And then in the back here, we can run this strap and get it connected in, and now we have the rear wheel fully secured as well. Another nice feature of this rear wheel cradle is that it pivots and automatically aligns to the wheelbase of the bike, so no further adjustments necessary, as some other racks where you may have to slide it back and forth. This one automatically just pivots. Okay, so there's a fat tire bike, and let's go ahead and put a skinny tire bike on so you can kind of show the range of bikes that can be accommodated. So the second bike will go on in the opposite direction so that you have less interference between handlebars and the other bicycle. Same thing, we ratchet down onto that front wheel. We bring this rear wheel strap around and hold that down. And there we have the second bike loaded. Now with two bikes loaded, I should be able to grab the front end of the rack, reach through, pull that lever and drop it down, and then open up the rear hatch so that you have access into the back of the vehicle. Here you can see the hatch opens fully, no interference with the pedal or the handlebars on this configuration. And you'll find that to be the case on just about every single vehicle, as long as the receiver hitch is basically flush with the fascia on the bumper there. So here we'll just grab the front of this area of the rack and lift. It'll engage back, ready for transport. Lastly, let's demonstrate the security measure that's included. So there's a cable that's housed in this arm, and that cable is used to wrap around the bicycle frame, and you lock it back to this point, giving you a good theft deterrent for the bicycle. So earlier we showed how the rack is locked to the vehicle, and now the bike is locked to the rack. And you have a second one for the second bike, and it operates in the same way. So in this case, it automatically snapped into position. Depending on if this is pre-locked or not, here it's not locked and it doesn't engage. You can lock it at the time when you engage it, or you can actually pre-lock it so it snaps automatically. And so now you have security for both bicycles. So those are all the key features of the Yakima HoldUp EVO. This product, along with the full line of Yakima products, are available at rackoutfitters.com. And thanks very much for watching.